All right, y'all. It's your boy Rome with the No Love for the Manosphere Media with another one. Um, as y'all can see from the title, basically I'm saying that Pickmees are dangerous to black women, and this is the first episode of a long series. Right now we have the biggest Pickme that's out there. Her name is Chantelle Simone. I know plenty of you guys have heard of her. You know, she basically makes content. She's like another Jessica X, another Daniqua, basically a woman who doesn't hold any man possible, doesn't hold any man accountable possible. And she throws black women under the bus. And this is coming from a black woman. And to be honest with you, it's a shame, when you willing to throw your sisters out of the I mean, you can throw your sisters under the bus for basically profit. You're making killing these dudes who hurt black women, these dudes who are incels, they are donating to you. And since they are doing that, you feel like that's okay. But see, the problem is you eventually become a victim to what you talk about. See, there's a reason, excuse me, guys. There's a reason why black women actually say these things that they're dealing with, because it's the truth. A lot of black women are murdered. A lot of black women are getting abused. A lot of black women are getting done bad. A lot of black women are paying all the bills in their household. There's a reason for that. So when you come out and say, "Hey, it's not your fault, black men. It's these women's fault." You're not helping anybody. All you're doing is coddling these grown ass men, and you're making the lives worse for them. Actually, you're actually making it worse, and you're making it seem like it's okay to abuse black women. It's okay to treat black women like shit. And what ends up happens is that it leaks out to the streets. A lot of these guys feel like it's okay to beat black women. It's okay to hurt black women and put black women in a bad spot because of women like Chantelle Simone. She thinks it's okay, so dudes are going to think it's okay as well, because they see, hey, if a black woman is okay with this type of treatment, then let me go ahead and still abuse and hurt black women. So we're going to break down a little bit of her video, fair use. We're going to break down her video so people can see that, this is a shame. It's really embarrassing. you know she should definitely feel embarrassed. So let's go ahead.
Whom is your responsibility. That is your most prized possession. All right, we cannot continue to just be giving it away like that freely and not require a ring. We wonder why we're at the bottom. This is why, because we continue to just dash our womb all over. Like, come on, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing to be a part of a group of women who do not know how to control their womb. Hey, YouTube.
Wow. She's not showing any accountability to the men. I understand it's a woman's body and her choice, but at some point, these men have to be held accountable. They are laying down with these women. But like I said, you're a dangerous person. You're very dangerous. I don't think you understand what you're actually saying.
YouTube, I'm Chantel, and I use my channel to speak with Black women who genuinely want to be better at dating and relationships by understanding certain topics and certain talking points from men's perspective. Because there seems to be a disconnect between what women think men want from a relationship and what men actually want from the relationship. And in order to start seeing more two-parent households in the Black community, we have these conversations so we can look within and do the necessary work, take accountability so we can attract better quality men. Now, in this video,
You got to make the men be better quality. You can't just expect these women to be better quality. These men have to be good men. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
I am going to highlight some statistics. These are very concerning statistics. Last week I talked about black women being the least likely to be married, black women being the most single group of any sex.
Black women are the least likely to be married because black men do not want to get married. Black women want to be married, but these guys, they rather go out and sleep with whatever woman possible, and they rather have multiple girlfriends. And with women like you, Chantel, they see nothing wrong with that. You know, they don't want to. These dudes do not want to build families. I keep saying this. You know, people can say whatever. You know what I'm saying, my talking points, but these dudes refuse to step up. They don't want to be married. The black community is messed up because these guys refuse to get married.
Sector at 62%. However, on the flip side of that, we are the most likely to be single moms. Only 37% of black women who gave birth were married. That means 63% of mothers are giving
You are the most likely to be single moms because these black men do not want to stick around and raise the kid that they made.
birth out of wedlock. And for too long, the narrative have been so one-sided. For too long, people have been saying black men are going around spreading their seeds. Black men ain't marrying.
That's exactly what most black men are doing. We actually see this in real life. See, I'm starting to think people like Chantelle Simone, they don't go outside. Well, actually, you know what? She actually is getting money from incels, so I kind of expect her to say this type of stuff.
These women, black men ain't being good fathers. However, there's a flip side to that because unless it's sexual assault, unless there was some kind of abuse going on, black women, we sat down, we lay down, and willingly gave our womb to these men. And we need to start highlighting.
That's because most of these men, when they meet black women, they act like they're all nice guys. You've seen it all the time. You can't deny it. You think most black men come up to black women and say, "Hey, I'm a dirtbag"? No, they do not do that. Do you think most these guys they lie? I can personally tell you that as a black man, who knows a lot of black men. These guys lie. They meet these women. They can't. They understand they can't just go up to them and be like, "Hey, I want to fuck." No, Chantelle Simone, you're wrong again. Your talking points are killing me, man.
In this, we need to start talking about it to teach our young girls how to guard your womb. Your womb is your most valuable possession. It's not your
No, we need to teach these young boys how to be better men. That's the issue. There's too many grown ass boys out in the world, 45 and still ain't got shit because of women like you, Chantelle Simone.
punani. It's your womb. And we're just giving our womb away and then not taking any kind of accountability. We need to teach these young girls how to guard our womb. We need to bring back shaming in our community because this perception
Yes, I agree. We do need to bring back shaming in the black community, which I say we need to shame more black men to be men. It's a damn shame that the most homeless men in this country were black men. Think about that for a second. The most unemployed men are African American men in America. Yes, we do need to shame them.
percentage at 63%, we're having kids out of wedlock, even though we're the least married. That's just embarrassing. So
It's embarrassing. Yeah. Once again, black men refuse to stick around. They refuse to marry the women that they get pregnant. It's very embarrassing. When are you going to say something, Chantel Simone?
the statistics that I got from blackdemographic.com says only 37% of black women who gave birth were married, which is almost the opposite for all women at 66%. Meaning 66% of all women who gave birth were married, but only 37% of all black women who gave birth were married. Only 37% of black women who gave birth were married. That means 63% of black women are giving birth outside of wedlock. That's concerning.
Yeah, it should be very concerning that majority of black men refuse to marry black women. but you refuse to call that out again. See, these stats, man, they don't only work one way, Chantelle Simone. You keep fucking coddling these grown ass men. You're not doing them any favors.
These are some of the issues factor into a much higher poverty rate at 24% for Black women compared to a 14% poverty rate for all women. This is basically saying having kids out of wedlock is increasing our chances of being in poverty. So we
Well, when are black men going to get married so black women don't be in poverty? And we all know that even if a black woman marries a black man, she's still going to have to work all the time, and more than likely, she still is going to be in poverty. So even if she does marry a black man, she's still going to be in poverty. Chantel Simone.
walk around talking about we're at the bottom. We walk around talking about, oh, we have it hard as Black women in society, but then we continue to lay down and just give our womb to everybody. We continue to not guard our womb and not teach these young women how to guard their womb. Instead, we just focus on Black men. And I'm not taking any accountability away from Black men. Yeah, Black men, you need to
That's exactly what you're doing. You're not blaming black men for anything. You're actually letting them just walk away from the situation without any type of pushback. And that's the stuff that I've noticed with these Pickmees, the Jessica X's, the Daniquas. This is what they do. And then they'll say a couple of words like, hey, I'm not really trying to say black men need to, not do this. You only say one word about black men need to do this, and then you go ahead and blame black women. That's what you do.
stop spreading your seed too. Yes, but the narrative can't be so one-sided. It takes two to tangle. It takes two to have kids. And Black women, we need to take our life in our own hands. We need to take
It takes two to have kids. Once again, you're only blaming one, which is the black woman. You're not blaming the black men at all. How does that help the black community?
our account, like our womb in our own hands. We are responsible for our womb. All right, unless it's a situation where y'all know the R word, unless it's that, and it's not that, because we would have had more at this rate. At 63% of us having kids out of wedlock, there would have been way more reports about that R word. So it's not that.
Well, the R word is definitely true in the black community. Majority of black girls are, you know, they're violated before the age of 16 at a high alarming rate. So you're trying to make black men look great, but majority of black men are not great. Cynthia G was right. Abortion should be a consideration in the black community as far as aborting black male babies.
That. All right. We need to learn how to take accountability. We need to learn how to close our legs and stop having unprotected sex. And then on top of that, take accountability and stop blaming the Black men for your decision.
Last time I checked, the black man needs to wear a damn condom. Okay, why aren't you getting on black men about wearing condoms and not just going raw in these women? You're not even doing that. How the hell can you blame a black woman for that shit? It's his responsibility, Chantelle Simone.
You were the one who laid down and gave your womb to this guy. Take accountability for that. And it's time for us to start shaming these behavior. Bring back shame in our community. Because at 60,
I agree. We are bringing back shaming, and that's what my channel is built about. I'm shaming black men to step the fuck up or get out of here, man. You're useless right now. There's way too many sorry ass black men, and you refuse to talk about it.
63%, that's just embarrassing. 63% of Black women who gave birth are single parent household, feeding back into this poverty mindset. Because a child raised in a single parent household is more likely to get arrested, more likely to fall back.
What does that say about black men? Why aren't black men helping these kids out and showing them a different way of life? Instead, a lot of black men are encouraging these kids to be bad human beings. I'm one of them people that I've tried to ask advice from older black men, whether it's about business or just personal stuff. They act like they don't give a damn about you. Most older black men don't give a shit about no kids. It's normal. So
More likely to not be a positive product of society. We need two parents in the households. We need to stop giving our
majority of black men are, yeah, they are in jail. They're not productive citizens. You know, we've already said that. And the majority, a lot of them are killing black women. What excuse can you say about that?
womb to men who are not willing to marry us.
But that's enough of that. I'm as you can see, this woman is a pick me. She's dangerous. Let's stop the sharing. She's dangerous to black women. Okay, women like her, Chantelle Simone, are very dangerous to black women because they do not hold black men accountable for anything, and they put black women in a bad spot in real life. Now these guys think they can take advantage of black women and hurt black women because you now have a black woman that is co-signing that bullshit. Okay. And this woman, like I said, we need to get we got to start checking more pickmees. They need to be out of the black community. It's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing, that these women are willing to do that for a bag. And what's crazy about it, nobody said anything about the Chantelle Simone or, the Jessica X's or the Daniquas, but I'm here now. And this is just episode one of how pick-me's are dangerous to black women. So, it's your boy Rome with the No Love for the Manosphere. I'll check you guys out. My next one, episode 2 of the pick-me's are dangerous to black women. So make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.